News out of Italy this morning. Can we see a revival to the Tomaso Panthera soon? The brand has been sold and the owner already has a place to build the new models. The only problem, where's the new design coming from? Well, we'll fill you in. Also, Lotus sets pricing for the Evora. Heffner turbocharges an R8. No, not Hugh. And Bob Lutz is in our internet rumor mill with a V version of the CTS wagon. Yes, he is actually in a mill hanging out. It's Bob Lutz. All that plus FLDetours with the new Corvette Grand Sport. What's up, everybody? I'm Derek D. You're checking Fastlane Daily out. What? Just use it. It's fine.
We're living in the fast lane, baby. Tuning in the Fastlane Daily.
The Tomaso Panthera, a legendary Italian supercar that mixed Italian styling with American muscle, the best of both worlds in the 70s and 80s. Only 7,200 were ever produced, making it a very rare car to spot on the road, but in 1992, the legend died. The dream seemed to have been lost until news this morning from Reuters Italia. Information is still spotty, but it looks like Tomaso is going to be bought and restructured by a wealthy Italian entrepreneur named Gian Mario Rossingnolo. You may remember that name from a story we did a few months ago. He's the dude that bought the Pininfarina factory and attempted to buy Italian design house Bertone too. The past year we've seen renderings appear of what a Panthera revival may look like, but is Rossingnolo aiming to relaunch the brand? He has the brand and factory, all it's missing is a design. Well, insiders say we could see something by the 2011 Geneva Auto Show, but we aren't holding our breath. An interesting fact though, a few months ago when Rossingnolo bought the Pininfarina factory, he was quoted as saying he would like to use the space for building aluminum cars, but never mentioned what cars he was interested in. I don't believe it was this one though. Wow, that's a lot of Budweiser. You like Bud, Ian? I like Bud Light. Anyway, and Lotus today announced the US pricing for the Evora, $73,500. Yep, coming mid next year to US dealerships, the new Evora will become the flagship model for Lotus, setting its sights on the Porsche 911. Powered by a Toyota-sourced 276 horsepower V6 and weighing just a tad over 3,000 pounds. Who says tad? That's wow. The new Evora sticks with the principles of Lotus engineering. We've got no details on how many Evoras will be shipped to the US, but rumor is dealerships have long pre-order lists for the car. So if you want one, get on the list. It's the best way. And in the tuner corner, wow, Ian, there's actually a corner, I believe, where tuners will tune cars. It's a bunch of nerds in the corner. Well, Heffner Performance has unveiled some information on their latest project, the Heffner Audi R8 Twin Turbo. This nuts to the guts tuned R8 has over 50% more horsepower, coming in at roughly 536. Included with these performance upgrades, Heffner has added a new intercooler and a custom intake manifold. Apparently they aim to keep things as close to factory as possible. We also have no word on official dyno results as of yet, because it's still just a project in progress. So stay tuned and we'll fill you in. Now to the internet rumor mill. Wow, rumor mills, tuner corners, this is crazy. During a recent interview, the former Air Force pilot and amateur race car driver Bob Lutz had this to say, quote, "You know what's really going to get you guys? The CTS-V Wagon." Yep, Lutz has said the Cadillac CTS-V Wagon will be produced. Of course, there is no time frame of when, and there is nothing official from GM, although Bob is a man of his word. When he said the Pontiac G8 would live on as a Chevy Caprice this past summer, he was so right. Oh, wait a second. No, he wasn't. Anyway, the official name will probably be the CTS-V Sport Wagon, and would be second only to the 580 horsepower Audi RS6 Avant in power. When asked if the CTS-V Wagon had been confirmed, he said, "Yes, you'll be able to get the CTS-V any way you want it." Any way we want it, huh, Lutz? Well, I want it to come with this chick. Is that doable? Make it happen. All right. Next up, we got FLDetours with Rich in the Corvette Grand Sport. That's coming up right after this.
You need a chick like that to make the car worth getting.
Yeah, I need a chick like that.
I need a chick like that in general.
What Derek D doesn't know is that we've switched his regular cup of morning coffee with sulfuric acid.
Oh, son of a bitch! Oh!
Always fresh, every day, Fastlane Daily.
All right. I know we've been doing some boring cars lately, but, you know, I've got something better for you guys. I'll give you a hint. It's red, it's tan, and its name rhymes with man court. The 2010 Chevy Corvette Grand Sport. This is FLDetours. Let's do it. So here we are in the 2010 Grand Sport, and what a car! You have to admit, it's pretty awesome. I mean, just wait. Yeah, so I can't even stop from laughing. It's absolutely amazing. But there is a downfall to all this. It is American, and its interior reflects that. But you have to remember, a Corvette's not about the interior. It's not a poser car. It's straight up performance, and that's what you're gonna get day in, day out. More importantly, it is powered by a 6.2-liter aluminum V8 producing approximately 440 horsepower and 430 pounds-feet of torque. So I know you guys have been giving us some slack about not featuring some proper manual gearboxes, but you have to remember that's not our call, they're press cars, blah, blah, blah. But look what we have today, proper manual gearbox. So, what does this mean? It means that it's 6 speeds and it's bliss. Pretty much you can do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds if you got a quick foot. Now see here, ladies and gentlemen, this is the key to the Corvette Grand Sport. This right here is for the dual mode exhaust. Now this is supposed to be in the fuse to keep it quiet beneath 3,000, 4,000 RPM. Well, yeah, we got rid of it. And I will say there's another trick up the American sleeve, and you know what that is? That, my friends, is launch control. And we are going to show you that right now. Rev it up. An interesting thing about this car, I thought it was awesome outside of the city, but then when I took it into New York, it's a damn travesty. That's not exactly a problem because, you know what, if I was buying this car, I wouldn't take it in the city. That's the bottom line. The suspension is too stiff. I mean, we're still rolling on leaf springs here, and that's pretty archaic. Probably the most impressive thing about this car is the steering feel. It's not too heavy, it's not too light. So my shoulders aren't killing me, and I'm not flicking it with my finger. It is challenging, it is involving, it's engaging. Biggest problem with all convertibles is cowl shake. And the Corvette slots in just about the middle. I mean, I've driven worse, the Nissan 370Z Roadster, and I've driven better, such as the Z4 and the SL. But once again, it's not a deciding factor in this car because the fun factor is just unparalleled. I mean, this thing blows away a Z4 in terms of fun and performance, and it sure as hell blows away the 370Z. No offense, that's facts, baby. Overall, the Corvette Grand Sport, an awesome car, and it's probably one of the most exciting cars I've ever driven. You know, that's with awesome company, the R8, the C63, fantastic cars. The only problem is you can't drive it in the city that much. It scrapes on everything, and the suspension's a bit too stiff. With that said though, hey, suburbs are totally game, as are the highways. So you know what I say? Motor on.
Good job, Rich. Gotta like that launch control, right, Ian? That thing's a monster. Pretty badass. Well, go check out FLDetours on youtube.com/FLDetours and subscribe. That episode will be up tomorrow, okay? So subscribe. All right, well, that about does it for Fastlane Daily today. I'm Derek D. You guys have a terrific Tuesday. A Tuner Tuesday. A Toppable Tuesday. A Tonic Tuesday. A toe-tapping Tuesday. That's enough. Goodbye.
Ow, we're living in